Hi. I'm just gonna go through some of my camping gear with you tonight. And up first is this M16 magazine pouch that I bought at an Army surplus store. I pretty much stole this idea from survivethewild.us and based it off of his, but I modified it a little bit. Just put a little bit different stuff in here, but mostly the same. Up top right here is my Altoid survival kit that I might go through it with you at the end, unless there's not enough time, and then if there isn't enough time, I'll just make another video on it. Then under that is this rain poncho. I bought 2 of them for $1 at the dollar store. They work out pretty nice, and if I have 2 of them, I'll put one on myself and then throw one over my pack to keep everything dry, so those are really nice to have. Right here is just a pencil, have electrical tape, rubber bands, and string wrapped around it. Here is a hacksaw blade that I wrapped duct tape and electrical tape around, make a nice handle, and it cuts through wood pretty decently. Then toilet paper, obvious uses. Here's just a magnesium fire starter. I think you've all probably seen one of those. Here, just got your disposable lighter. Right here is a waterproof matchbox. Inside, just unscrew the lid. I have a bunch of matches in there with the strikers. And then on the bottom is a little flint, which is pretty much a piece of crap, but I don't know. You might be able to get something started with it. I never have. But here's just a empty Tic Tac container that I modified into a fishing kit. I have a hook and thread, or not thread, but a fishing line and a sinker on it. It's all wrapped around on the outside for speed, but then on the inside, I think I have 3 more hooks, probably 15 or 20 feet of fishing line, and some wax worms, and a couple sinkers in there. Then here is a book of 20 matches. You know, obvious uses for that. And then at the bottom of this tin can that I put inside of there, is this. It's shoelace from those like moccasin sandals or whatever, and they broke, and I just kind of tied them together and stuff. If I was like in a survival situation, I could use it as a bowstring. Otherwise, I'm lashing together a shelter or something. And then inside, as you can see, I have my tin can, just empty soup can, drilled 2 holes in it, put some wire through it so I could hang it from a stick or a tripod or whatever. Right here is I'm not sure on how much is there, but there's a lot of this string that's actually pretty strong, lightweight, doesn't take up a lot of room. And then have some small sewing kit, 2 needles, bunch of thread from Craig and Federal Bank. Nice. Right here is some mosquito netting, but what it actually is the screen from a tent that I cut out. We were just gonna throw a tent away because it was leaked and was falling apart, so I just cut the screen out and put it in there. Tin foil, cooking, signaling, great to have. And that's it. And that's my review of this M16 pouch. I'll make a couple more videos on some of my other camping gear, but right now I have enough time that I'll go through my Altoid survival kit as well with you. I have a rubber band on there just to keep it closed, and if you open it up, have some of this string that's wrapped around this pencil, same kind of stuff, and in here it's the same stuff. It's pretty strong, lightweight, small, it's nice. Then this is like kite string. It's surprisingly strong for what it is, and it doesn't take up like any room. I have probably 25 feet of it right here. Right here are 2 birthday candles. They work pretty good for light. I mean, they don't last the longest, but They're small and compact, and they're nice to have. Mini Bic lighter. One cotton ball, which I might make a video on the cotton ball versus the magnesium flint without the magnesium, just the rod right there, like the flint right there. See how easy it actually catches flame. You have matches, one razor blade, this little kind of pocket saw that I made out of a scrap of wood, a jigsaw blade, and a screw that I put through it, and you just hold it right here. The wood works as a handle. Then you just kind of put your thumb right there on it, and the saw is pretty well. Here is like this little kind of fishing kit type thing. It's a dowel with a bunch of fishing line wrapped around it. Then there's a hook that fell off of it in here somewhere. Oh no, it actually is attached down there. Never mind. You have 2 band-aids and a needle, a bunch of thread wrapped around it. And that's basically it. And you saw a lot of repeats of what I had in my Altoid survival kit, and that I also had right inside of there. And that's because if I'm camping and I set up camp and I want to do some day hiking right around there, or if I'm just going hunting or something, I'll take this out of there and I'll just carry this. And and I forgot to mention, it also works great for signaling. I'll see if I can catch some of the light right there. You see how it glares off of there really nicely, and fits inside that Altoids can pretty nicely. Thank you for watching. I'll make a few more videos on some of my other gear.